Hi guys, it's Bia, and do you like my new background? I know it's very wrinkly at the moment because I haven't had a chance yet to iron it, and it's very difficult to iron stuff like that, but it looks nice, like clouds and fancy. I love it, actually. Okay, yeah, the weather here in Germany is shitty at the moment, and I hate it because I'm a summer child. I was born at the end of June, so I am a Cancer. What's your star sign, by the way? Would be really interesting because Cancer is known to be very sensitive, emotional, and yeah, I recently watched a video by Kendall Ray, I think her name is. She makes amazing videos about conspiracy theories and mystery and also some missing person cases, which I love. And I don't want to copy her or anything, but she's amazing. Go subscribe to her. Okay, I don't have any influence yet. I think I have 61 subscribers, if not less. Alright, let's get into it, into today's topic, which is also a mysterious story. And I'm a little bit scared to tell you this. So, everybody is afraid of anything, right? Everybody has fears. And I have two specific kind of weird fears that don't make any sense, that might sound really stupid to other people. But one fear is dying in a plane crash. And I have had this fear for as long as I can think. I have vivid dreams all the time of dying in a plane crash, and I just hate flying. I just hate getting on a plane, and it's so crowded. Are you scared of planes and flying in general as well? I would be interested. Comment down below. And the other fear is even weirder and even more messed up, and it doesn't make sense at all, but maybe it does. One of my second biggest fear, or is it the worst fear I have? I have no idea, but it is, and now hold on, it is being abducted by aliens. I'm scared of aliens. I'm so scared to watch movies with aliens in it. I recently watched Alive, I think the movie's called. It was alright, but when I watched the movie Signs by the director M. Night Shyamalan, I have no idea how I pronounce his name correctly. He had recently lots of flops, but he also made this Sixth Sense, which is an amazing movie, and Signs. And Signs is about, you probably already know the movie. It's a very common movie, everybody knows it. It's about aliens that invade the earth, and I don't want to spoil anything, but this movie freaked me so much out because you could see the humanoid alien type of form, and I was so scared. And I started crying while watching this movie, and my fiance was laughing all the time. But I was scared shitless, really. I was so scared, and I think this fear comes from my childhood. I had a very traumatic experience when I was about 5 or 6 years old, and to understand this story fully, I think I have to tell you where it all starts, the beginning of the end. So, when I was about 5 or 6 years old. I was a very naive child. I believed everything, and I have a bigger sister. My sister is 10 years older than me, and she was at the time 15 or 16, yeah. And she one day told me she was a vampire, and I believed her. The other day she told me she was a wizard, and I believed her. And one time she told me that she had seen some aliens and an UFO, and I believed her. And recently I asked her if this story that she told me when I was 5 or 6 was true. She said yes, it was true. She saw an UFO apparently. And this freaked me out the worst. It freaked me out so badly when I was a kid. She would tell me that she went to the club, because in Germany you are allowed to go to clubs when you're 16. And she drove with a friend of hers to a club nearby, which is also in the middle of nowhere, like where I live. And when she drove back from the club, she saw something in the sky, a huge thing that was blinking at her. And it wasn't a star, it wasn't a plane. She told me recently she vividly remembers it, that it was something she can't explain. Yeah. When I was a little child, she told me the same story, and at this point of her life she was really into aliens and UFOs and Van Daniken. If you've never heard of Van Daniken, he is a professor of archaeology, I think. He has this theory that in ancient times aliens came out of space, came to help ancient cultures like the Romans, the Greeks, and the Egypts to help build the pyramids, and also the Mayans. Because when you look at them, it's amazing. They are exactly at the point from Earth where you can see Orion, I think. At least the pyramids in Egypt, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, but she told me all of the kind of stuff, and I was only 5 or 6 years old, and I was really scared, and she made me watch documentaries with Van Daniken of all this alien theory thing, and I was so scared I couldn't sleep at night. And she also showed me some pictures of what the aliens she think where in the UFO she saw looked like. And now I know it were the typical greys with the big head and, you know, the gray skin and the huge eyes, the black eyes and everything. But as a child of 5 or 6 years, I was so scared that I couldn't sleep at night anymore, that my father had to sit next to my bed until I fell asleep every single night for about half a year, because I was so scared. I think what triggered the worst fear of aliens to this day was when she pulled a prank on me. She lured me into her room. She said, "Oh, Trix, I have to show you something. Can you come in, please?" And I remember that I got into her room and it was all dark, and then someone pushed me. And someone was standing in front of me, and it had goggles on and it had light sticks moving around and just talking to me in a really creepy voice. I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you. Ha ha ha. And I was screaming bloody murder at this point. I was so scared. I was scared shitless. And as soon as my sister, because it was her in the costume, and it's so funny what the costume was made of. She just pulled the lights off, and she wore a shower cap from the 80s, which made her look like a clown, a pink one. I think my mother still has it. And yeah, she had those goggles on, like them diving goggles or more snorkeling goggles for swimming, and those lighting sticks, like glowing sticks. And yeah, she made weird sounds, and she realized that I was so freaked out and started crying and screaming, and I think she didn't want to get into trouble with my parents, so she very immediately put on the lights again and hugged me and said, "Oh, it's me, don't be scared, it's me. It was just a prank. I'm so sorry, Trix." She used to call me Trix. I mean, still to this day she calls me Trix, but you know, my name is Beatrix. Whatever. Yeah, and after that I was even more scared of aliens, and this lasted until I was 11 or 12. And when I was that old, I didn't think of that anymore. I always believed in aliens and UFOs because there are thousands and thousands of sightings worldwide, and I was really, from the age of 14 to right now, I'm really interested in mystery. I was always really interested in mysteries and UFOs and encounters, and I read and saw lots of documentaries where people claim they're always abducted, like not only once but multiple times, but they have no proof of anything, that the aliens were experimenting with them or anything like that. There's no proof, but I always believed that there is something out there. Maybe not the type of aliens we always imagine in our head, the Greys, for example, with the huge head and the eyes and the huge black eyes and everything like that. But maybe the universe, outer space, is so huge, it's so big, that there must be some life form similar to ours, I think. It's just my opinion. What's your opinion? I would like to know what's your opinion. You believe that there is something in outer space, like a humanoid form of aliens that are more developed, or only like a creature which is more similar to an insect, for example? I have no idea, but there must be something in outer space. And yeah, now we come to the point where the actual story begins. And I'm already over 14 minutes in. I'm really sorry that it took so long for the actual story to begin, but it's over really fast. So forward 20 years later, and I was in Las Vegas for a photo shoot with my then boyfriend, and when the photo shoot was done, I went to a road trip with him on the West Coast. We drove Highway number 1, went to LA and San Francisco and everything. And I think we drove back from LA, or was it San Francisco? I don't really remember. I think it was San Francisco. We drove back from San Francisco all the way to Las Vegas, where our flight departed. And we were currently driving through the desert and going near Bakersfield. And it was already kind of dark. Yeah, it was around 9 p.m. I think, and I was bored out of my mind because I don't have a driving license, and I was just sitting there on the passenger seat and reading a book and occasionally looking out of the window. And when we drove on the freeway around Bakersfield, I watched the lights of the city and my eyes went up to the sky. And then I saw it. And this is no joke because I have no evidence, I have no photos or a video or anything else, but it is so vivid in my mind, and I swear to God, you can believe me or you can't believe me, but I saw this, and my then boyfriend saw it as well. I was looking out of the window and I saw a huge triangular object. It wasn't a real triangle like this, it was more like this, and it was hovering above the city. I have no idea how far away it was, but to me it seemed really close, and it was blinking in different colors. It was blinking in white, green, yellow, red, blue, I think pink, orange as well, and it was just hovering over the city and blinking. And I was kind of like frozen in fear. I had my camera under the seat and I wanted to get it and take a picture and get it on film to get evidence anyway, because as soon as I saw it I realized that this was not a plane, it couldn't be a commercial flight or anything, and I also didn't think that it was what all the people from NASA or the military in the US claim is a secret military project they're currently working on. I don't think it was anything like that, because I just went over to my then boyfriend and said, "Do you see this? Do you see this? Am I really seeing this?" And he was looking out of the window as well. "Oh my God, what is this? I see it. Yeah, what is this? Take a picture." And I was frozen in fear because my eyes were glued on the object and I didn't want to pick up my camera and take a picture, because I guess it would have turned out very blurry because it was already getting dark, and if I had made a video it would have looked so messy that if I would have posted it on the internet, people would have said, "Why are all the videos filmed like with a potato or anything like that? It looks like it was filmed with a potato," or I don't know. Yeah, I just was so glued on this object and I couldn't look away, and then it kind of jumped. I have no other words to describe it, but it jumped. It just was blinking in my direction, and then it jumped like 30 or 40 miles into another direction, and we were driving by, so I was like all the time looking back, where is it? And I could still see it over another place, and was still blinking and hovering, and then it jumped again into the direction we were driving, and I could see it on the horizon very shortly, again blinking and hovering above the city or the desert, and then it just poof, it was gone. So what did I see? Was it a secret military project by the US government, or was it an actual UFO? And after that I looked up so many so many news or incidents that had happened in Bakersfield or in this desert area where you drive by, and you have to remember it is near, close by Area 51. And there are so many sightings of UFOs in the desert in North America, in the US, but also in South America. And I just can't explain what I saw, and I have no evidence to prove it. I could draw a picture of what it looked like, maybe, but even then, maybe you wouldn't believe me, or you are believing me. I have no idea what it was, but this brought all those alien fears back into my head, which I had from my childhood with my sister pranking me and everything. And I was scared. I was scared afterwards that they were coming to abduct me because I had seen them, but nothing happened. We flew back home to Germany and nothing happened. And to this day, I have a witness, my former boyfriend, who saw it as well and couldn't explain it. But he's more realistic than I am. He just brushed it off. Maybe it was a balloon, or maybe it was a drone. No. A drone isn't that huge, and it can't jump without making any sound and jump this far and then suddenly vanish into thin air, because I've seen drones before so many times and they blink at night as well. But this was so creepy, and I don't know what I saw. Maybe you know what I saw. Maybe you have had a similar experience or a completely different experience which has to do with something with aliens or UFOs. I don't know what it was. But I would appreciate if you comment down below if you've seen something similar to this, or have any idea, maybe a logical idea of what it might have been, because I have no idea. It just fueled my anxiety, I'm so scared of aliens. I'm scared of UFOs, and I actually think I saw an UFO. I saw a UFO, and I can't explain it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I wish you a great day as always. If you like my channel, if you like the story, despite of my horrible accent and my weird English, go subscribe. I have so much more stories and vlogs to do, and I will do it all if you want to. And if you have any suggestions or criticism for this channel, just be kind, okay? Please be kind. I'm only a person like you are. And yeah, this is all I think. And have a great day as always. Goodbye. Bye.